Hello everyone, I'm Monsignor Jamie and welcome to a new episode of Breaking Bread, the show that brings together life's most important ingredients, faith, family, friends, and of course food. I'm here on Staten Island at Aunt Butchie's of Brooklyn with my good friend Peter Marcolini, the owner and executive chef of Aunt Butchie's. As you know, they started out in Bay Ridge. They have a wonderful pastry shop there. They also have a place in Marlboro, New Jersey. But today I'm here on Staten Island. I'm gonna go into his kitchen because a couple of years he was in my kitchen and maybe I could teach him a few things about cooking and maybe even pastries. So don't go away. We'll be right back with a new episode of Breaking Bread.
Hi, I'm Pete Marcolini. I'm one of the owners here at Aunt Butchie's. I'm also the executive chef. Monsignor Jamie, I can't wait for you to come here and try my meatball. Maybe I could teach you a few things.
Welcome back to a new episode of Breaking Bread. Today we ventured out to Staten Island, or Staten Italy as many of us call it. I'm here with my good friend Peter Marcolini, the owner, executive chef of Aunt Butchie's of Brooklyn. Good to see you, Peter.
How are you? Thank you so much for coming.
Say, the last time you were on my show, a lot has changed. We went through a pandemic and a lot has changed in our world, but a lot has changed for you too. You opened up a few new locations.
Yeah, I opened up in Marlboro, New Jersey on Route 9.
Okay.
That was an experience. It's about 5 years now.
Okay.
So we were doing well, and then of course we had to close due to the fact of
Pandemic. Right? I know. We even had to close our churches for a while, which was
know.
tough. You know, a lot of people have moved out from Brooklyn to Staten Island, and then New Jersey, Marlboro. So I'm sure you have a lot of followers because, I mean, you were in Dyker Heights, Bay Ridge for many years.
That's why we opened up in New Jersey. A lot of our customer base moved out to New Jersey.
Right.
So now, you know.
So they're following you along.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that live over here, this part of Staten Island, and they all talk about coming here to Aunt Butchie's, you know, to eat now. You did a wonderful job here. I remember when you were on my show, you made, I think it was pumpkin raviolis.
It's the pumpkin squash, like a pizzaiola style.
Right.
We call it pizzaiola di zucca. It's over rotini pasta.
Oh,
it's
okay,
almost like a
that was
small fusilli.
Okay, it was delicious. All I know that it was it was delicious. It was great. And now I understand that you got into making meatballs. I've been hearing a lot about them. I haven't tasted them yet. Tell me about the meatballs.
We started off with a meatball. We came up with this idea with my partners and myself that we were gonna stuff it.
Okay.
And this was 10 years ago. So I figured out a right mix of ricotta and fresh mozzarella and grated cheese.
Okay.
That wouldn't be too soft in the middle.
Right.
And then we started stuffing out meatballs, and people come from all over the place now.
You know, it's funny, when there's a place in Brooklyn called the Focacceria of Union Avenue, Fernando's.
Of course, yeah, Fernando's.
And they would have like a meatball special. And what it was, a meatball, they put the ricotta on top, and the sauce, and the cheese, and also this is, you put it all inside. That's great.
I put it inside. It's all cooked together. And once you cut it open, you'll see it come out.
Now, just tell me, what has happened over the last 10 years? Have you expanded so much? I mean, you have the 3 places, and now you're looking even to franchise possibilities?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Okay. Well, when we first came out to Staten Island, it was just the bakery.
Right.
And we started making sandwiches and soups. Customers liked it.
Right.
We had some seating, and we ended up taking over next door to us, which will be there later on.
Right.
And we put in a bar and so on and so forth, and it ended up being a big thing. People coming from all over the place. Now we own 4 stores.
That's great because, you know, at a time there weren't that many places here on Staten Island to eat. I've been coming here a long time. People would go back to Brooklyn, but now Brooklyn is coming to Staten Island, now New Jersey. Now, your desserts, tell me a little about, you know, I love desserts, as you can tell. But what's your favorite? What's the most popular here, I should say?
I always go for the chocolate mousse. I'm a chocolate guy.
Me too. I'm chocolate.
That's one of my favorites.
So what do you have here? I think the rainbow cookie, those are always the best.
Yep.
That's my favorite. These and the pinoli cookies. I didn't see, you didn't put the pinoli cookies out.
They're too expensive. I can't afford to give
I
you
have to pay for them.
free.
I don't pay for many things, everyone knows that. But this looks great, let me taste it. I like a rainbow cookie when you can taste the jam.
Yes.
Right away, and the raspberry makes it. But anyway, we're gonna take a break, and you're gonna show me what about your meatballs. Don't go away, we'll be right back, and Peter's gonna show us a secret recipe of his stuffed meatballs. Welcome back to Breaking Bread, and we're here on Staten Island at Aunt Butchie's, and we're here with my good friend Peter Marcolini, and he's going to tell us the secret of his stuffed meatballs. Peter, so let's go. Let's get here.
A lot of Italians use a mixture of veal, pork, and beef. We
Right.
only use beef.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is I want you to roll these.
You want me to do?
meatballs.
Okay. I have my gloves on just in case. I knew it. I always have to put my hands into everything, so I was all prepared.
So you got about a pound of chopped meat there.
Okay.
We're gonna add some breadcrumb.
Breadcrumbs. You tell me how much.
Go ahead. Perfect.
Now, some people use meat. You're using breadcrumbs.
Correct.
Meat, I should say. Bread in their meatballs. Okay.
Okay, you're gonna add grated cheese.
Grated cheese.
A little bit of heavy cream.
Heavy cream. You know, I put some milk in my meatballs. I like this heavy cream. I'll try
Yeah,
it.
you gotta try it with the heavy cream.
Okay.
Beautiful. Parsley, garlic.
Okay. Garlic, minced garlic. How much?
Go ahead. Beautiful.
Okay.
We're gonna mix that.
Okay. Have to go to the bottom, right?
Yep.
Get everything in. Okay. So we mix this, right?
Yep.
Now what do we do?
Now at this time, I get an egg
Okay.
and I crack it. Keep
I
on
like
mixing.
That one hand action. All right. Okay. One egg.
Yes. Okay.
Now what do we do?
All right. Now at this point, I let this sit for about 2 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna switch these bowls.
Okay.
You're gonna grab some fresh ricotta. This is Italian ricotta.
Okay.
Perfect. Grated Romano. And this is fresh mozzarella that I have grated.
Oh, fresh with grated. Okay.
Yep.
It almost looked like
About 2
ricotta
spoons.
salata.
Perfect. We're gonna mix all of that.
My hands.
Yep. Let me help you with this part.
Okay. Mix this all together. Okay. Now what?
Okay. Now what I do is we're gonna make some
Small.
small.
So it's a meatball in a meatball.
Correct.
Okay.
This is the way it should look. This should be the right consistency.
Okay.
Okay. Can't be too soft.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Monsignor, we're gonna grab the chopped meat. I flatten it out like this,
Okay.
and
Roll it. I think I can do that. It's like making a snowball when we were kids, right?
It is.
Let's see.
Just don't throw it at me.
Okay. Look what I did. I dirtied the whole meatball up. I'm going to take these gloves off for now.
Okay.
Since we mixed all the meat already. There we go. Put this over here. So I'm going to let you do that. I don't want to get my hands dirty, but I think I can do that. Okay. All right.
How's that?
That's great. Now, if it was too soft, you had too much ricotta, it would be too runny.
It'll be too runny.
Okay.
Yes, correct.
All right.
And what we do here is,
Now you make big meatballs.
oh, you have to see
Yeah.
the real meatball. It's about double the size.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
a baseball. We serve softballs here.
Wow. Now the stuffed meatballs, you make them that big too?
Correct.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't fry our meatballs here. We bake them.
You,
Okay, so I
you
would
got
put
to
it.
keep it healthy. I
Yeah,
mean.
I would put it on a tray just like this, bake
Okay.
it for about 15 minutes with no sauce,
Okay.
and then I would put it in another pan with sauce and cover it and let it cook.
Cook in the oven.
Yeah, about 350 for about an additional half an hour.
Now, do you want this secret to get out?
Well, I can trust you. You're a priest.
But people are watching on
Oh, yeah,
TV.
that's right.
You know what I always do? I always leave one ingredient out. This way, if they try it, it doesn't come out. But
Listen, you can't get the same products in every store.
Right.
So the products that we carry, it might change the consistency or taste a little bit.
okay.
I'm not giving away that secret.
No. Now, tell me this: when did you get involved in cooking?
Well, I used to wholesale the Aunt Butchie desserts.
Right.
I had a mozzarella route,
Right.
and I was always in kitchens. So every time I went into a kitchen, I saw the chefs cooking, and I always watched. And I used to go home and try and practice and make the recipes.
Now, what about growing up as a kid? I'm sure you.
My grandfather was the best cook.
Really?
So people used to come,
They don't believe that men are the best cook.
No, they are. They are.
then from that, you went into opening up more, a couple more restaurants, franchising. That's a hard thing to do, to franchise.
We're trying. People are moving to South Carolina, North Carolina. Right. Maybe we could expand that way.
Okay. And that's what you're looking to do?
Yeah.
Down south. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are moving down there, too.
I hear you can't get good Italian food down south.
I know. That was true in Florida.
Yeah.
My father, went down there many years ago, in 1981, and I used to go and visit him, and there were no Italian restaurants down there. And now you go down there, and it's amazing. All the restaurants from Brooklyn are going down to Florida.
Exactly.
They're opening up down there. It's amazing. So now, what do you do with this meatball? Bake them for about, 20 minutes, Tony?
20 minutes uncovered, no sauce.
Right.
Then we're going to take it out of that pan. I'm going to put another pan with sauce, cover it, and put it back in the oven.
Wow.
We don't throw out that sauce. We save that sauce. Okay?
You serve it over the meatballs, but then you serve it over the pasta
also.
Okay.
That's where all the flavor is.
Okay, great. You really love what you do.
I love it. I love eating.
Okay. Now, what's up? What do you have over here? I see you have Sunday sauce meat. Eh?
Yes. This is called the gudana.
Gudana, the skin.
The skin of a pig.
The pig.
And what we do is we roll it up.
Yeah.
I put some prosciutto, some grated cheese, garlic, and parsley.
Yeah.
I roll it up.
My mother used to make this when I never ate it. I said, yeah. And braciole. I see a braciole.
That's the pork braciole. This is a beef braciole.
I like the pork.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and with the sauce and the gravy, it's great. And I see you have some sausage here.
Yeah, we have hot and sweet sausage. Okay. Of course, I have to put the fennel in the sweet sausage.
I like the
pork
hot.
Ribs.
The pork. That's Sunday sauce. So gravy. What do you call it? Gravy or sauce?
I call it sauce.
Okay, we called it gravy.
Yeah.
But you put that all in the gravy. It's just unbelievable. I remember growing up as a kid. The smells. I love this.
It's like an instant heart attack.
Yeah, right? Well, we're going to take a break, okay? And we'll try this food. Don't go away. We'll be right back, and we're going to taste some of Peter's delicious cooking as well as his stuffed meatball. Can't wait. Welcome back to Breaking Bread. Pete, this looks like the Last Supper here.
Well, I try.
Is this every night?
No, this is what we do at my house for the holidays.
Oh, wow. This is unbelievable. We've heard so much about these meatballs, and I think it's time to try them.
So this is our stuffed meatball, and this is the way we serve it here. This is the real size.
Now, you serve this is one portion for one person, or do they share it?
Well, they could share it, or it's an appetizer.
Wow.
This
is tremendous. Wow.
And you see the rigatto inside?
Wow, I can't wait.
Would you like to try it?
Of course. What do you think I'm here for? Okay. Wow. What about you? I'm going to take a little...
Yeah, I want to get a little pasta too.
Yeah. A little of that sauce on top too. I see the ricotta and the mozzarella stays in the center.
And these were the small ones we were rolling before.
Wow. Look at this.
Buon appetito.
Thank you. I gotta cut this again. It's tremendous. That is good.
Thank you.
I have to say, I think they live up to your reputation.
Thank you very much.
Wow, this is great. How did you come up with this recipe?
Most of the stuff that I create was a copy from my grandfather.
Right.
This, I did not know my grandfather's recipe. So this just happened in my kitchen.
So he made these?
No, I didn't know his recipe.
Oh, okay.
So every day I would try to make it taste like his, and
but he would stuff the meatballs?
No, I came up with that.
Oh, so you had the recipe of his meatball. You didn't have it, but you tried to imitate his meatballs, and then you wanted to add a little variation?
Yes. You always got to be a little different.
Yeah, that's what I do. I always change 1 or 2 ingredients.
Yeah.
Now tell me, I know you want to franchise, the meatballs and possibly even, the restaurant. That's very difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, especially when you're an owner, an operator, a cook, a chef. So it's difficult.
Do you have someone doing that for you? Or?
Actually, yes. Matter of fact, would you like some wine?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Antonio, you have some wine?
Who's this? Hey, what are you doing here?
Look who graced us with his presence.
What are you doing? Now, what do you have there?
We have Mr. Marcolini's Family Vineyard wine.
Oh, wow.
Oloroso.
So now this is your job, Joe, or what?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
actually got to get back into the kitchen and do some prep.
Oh,
work.
okay. Now you're one of the partners here, right?
I am.
You're one of those silent partners.
Oh, not too soon.
I don't know. I don't know. Peter tells me you're not here that often.
Well,
Who does more work?
it's just a coincidence we were just talking about trying to franchise and whatnot.
Right.
Joe takes care of all the books, the office work, and so
Okay.
on and so forth, and he's
So
been a
behind
big
the
part.
scenes and in front of the house. That's,
Correct.
That's
Pete,
great.
we like to call him Chef Pete, the unschooled chef. As you can see, this spread is unbelievable.
Oh, I told you, it's like the Last Supper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to join us or what?
I can't. I got to get back into.
Oh, he has to work. He's giving us one of those. He's
My
too
office.
busy. Too
But you
busy to
enjoy
eat.
this stuff, meatball.
Joe, nice. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
doing
coming.
this. Thanks for the wine.
You got it.
We were talking about franchising, how difficult that is.
Yeah.
How do you go about it? I mean, did you start the process?
No, we didn't start yet. You know, we have to still get our 2 stores situated. COVID had a lot to do with
Right.
our backfall.
Right. And you want to make sure everything's right, because before they franchise it, they have to imitate all your techniques, your recipes, and make sure everything's up to par.
The recipes I have all down pat, and I have it that we could do it in bulk for 1 location or 100 locations.
Right. Okay. Well, good luck to you. I hope it works.
Thank you so much.
You know, I'm looking at your meatball and my meatball, and really, I mean, it's just the size that's the difference. I mean, if you make them like this individually for people, I mean, it's one person will eat this. I mean, this tremendous meatball here.
Yeah.
It could feed a table. I mean, but I think I'm gonna go home and try these.
All right, I'm happy.
And I tell you, your sauce is great too.
I couldn't wait for you to come here and try them.
Well, what about the sauce? Where'd you get that recipe from?
That's my own recipe.
Your own too. You're not gonna give that secret away.
No,
Okay.
I only buy local tomatoes.
Okay.
Most of my tomatoes come from Jersey.
Oh, okay. And you
Buy
make them
imported,
yourself. You
yeah.
make the fresh sauce. Nothing from the can.
Well, some.
Some, you
it
little
all
mix a little
depends.
bit.
You have to mix.
Now, you have some brajol there, everything. All that meat that we saw in the kitchen before, you put that all into the gravy.
Yes, and that's where the flavor comes from.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, from the meat.
Yeah.
And that's why we call it gravy and not sauce.
True.
Because gravy comes from meat and the flavors of the meat. The
I hear
drippings of the
people
meat.
argue about that.
I know. Well, there's
Sauce,
the proof of the
gravy.
pudding. Peter, I have to say I enjoyed today's show, and I think your meatballs, I can say they did live up to the reputation that they have, and I hope you're very successful in franchising these meatballs all over the United States.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter, and I'll see you soon.
Yes.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did on Breaking Bread, and here with Peter from Aunt Butchie's of Brooklyn. And if you go to one of their stores, just mention my name, and maybe you'll get a little discount, or maybe they'll charge you even more. Who knows? But I hope you enjoyed it. And as we sat here today, and I see this wonderful table filled with so many different foods and things and wine, and I count my blessings, and I think we all have to count our blessings because we have so much. Even though, at times we get distracted and, we get disheartened with the troubled world in which we live. But it's up to us to make a difference. As we count our blessings, we have to always be mindful of those who have less than we do. And we have to go out of our way to do something, to try to imitate Christ, who went out to feed the hungry and feed the poor and visit the sick and forgive sinners. And I think as followers of Christ, we have to try to do that. So we have to count our blessings, live life, but also be mindful of those who have less than we do. I hope to see you next time on Breaking Bread, where we bring together life's most important ingredients: faith, family, friends, and of course, food. See you next time.